What up, Gripsters and random YouTubers? Evan here for Grips.com with part 2 of the Sunday Million final table review starring Parker Talbot. Man, it's really hard to say that guy's name, but you know who I'm talking about. You watched him all of part 1. You're probably excited to watch him in part 2. And if you haven't watched part 1 yet, I really encourage you to do so. I've put a link in the video description so you can go click on over there, check it out, get caught up to speed, see how we've gotten to this 7-handed stage of the game. And when you've watched that and you're ready to watch some shorthanded play, just let this video play and we're going to see if Parker Tonka Talbot can take it all the way. Probably going to see a raise, but we did see Buddy Aces attacked his limp before. Maybe he opts to get a little tricky with it. He goes for the big raise here. Is that a pot raise? 716,000. 616,000 more. No, it's just a number that he picked. I guess he goes for a 3.5x raising size blind versus blind. And Buddy Aces peels with 10-5 suited. So Buddy Ace is definitely on the looser side. We've seen him mixing it up with the Queen 3 earlier, and now calling a very big raise with a very dusty hand. I get it. You wanted to defend very wide, blind versus blind. In fact, of all the positions on the table, big blind versus small blind is the spot where you wanted to play the most hands and defend the widest. But, you know, again, 2 big stacks going at it, a couple short stacks in the miss, and the sizing being huge, I just think it's kind of unnecessary. For a min raise, I could see calling, but not for a big raise. Now we see Parker raising, probably because he has trash. If he had like Queen 9 or like Queen 5 suited, he might limp, but since he's got trashy Queen 5 off, he'd rather just raise and take it down. This is a hand that you don't want to let your opponent C3 with because you don't win the setups the same way you do with the Queen Jack suited and stuff. All right, a little bit of a setup hand here. 2 very beautiful looking big ace hands. Ace King suited against Ace Queen suited. We've seen how wide What Is Love is opening. Can't fault Talks if he just rips it in here. He's got 16 bigs, not even. And he's facing the widest range on the table, so pretty easy shove there for Talks. Just unlucky for him that he runs into it. And I don't think that was the run out he was looking for. So with that elimination, Tox is going to be taking $18,826 home for his 7th place finish. And we are down to the final 6 players in the Poker Stars Sunday Million. Pseudo Frito's like, I'm not dealing with this out of position, big stack, bullshit. You got King Queen suited beat, let's run it. I'm taking my equity. Piles it in. We see Tonka coming in with the limp again. Interesting. I really don't know why he didn't opt to raise this one. It'd be really cool to find out. Too bad he never watches YouTube videos. He just makes them. So probably won't hear from that. I guess I could go in on the stream and be like, hey, yo, why'd you do this? I'd be like, dude, that was like 2 weeks ago. I don't remember. Just limp folds. Protecting that stack. That's a pretty sick read there. Minimizes his investment with what he figures will be the best hand. As soon as he gets wind that it might not be the best hand, just folds. So you see 2 very different strats. Buddy Aces is like calling 3.5x open with 10-5 suited. Parker's limp folding with King Queen. Both went versus Kings. So here we see the open shove from Russ with AK. He did get to potentially realize half it, but wow, we got a big hand here. Ace King from the chip leader, pocket queens for the 2nd place stack. Our hero, Parker Tonka Talbot. See how he plays this one here on 30 blinds. He just piles. And what a race. Holy shit. 18 million chips. Wow. Sometimes lucky? No, never lucky. Nice hand, Parker. And that swings things. Suddenly, Tonk is the chip leader. Alright, you're going to see some post-flop poker. Sure are. Parker taking the odds with the king-10 flop in top pair. Looks like a check call kind of spot. Looking like a check never folding kind of spot. Wow, nice. What is Love going to have a decent amount of ace high? And Parker is going to go for the check raise. Beautiful. He's knowing that his opponent has a lot of ace highs, which are going to feel obligated to bet the river. And so he can go for basically 2 streets of value in one spot by going for a check raise. Whereas if he bet out here, he's just getting called. Also, what is Love almost certainly would have bet better trips or boats on the turn. So Tonka can be pretty confident he's got the nuts here. Now the question is, what sizing does he go for? Does he go for like 4.2 to just like kind of force the call, or does he go for big value like 6.7 and try to get his opponent to level himself? 5.6, a raise of 3.8. What are you doing? What is Love shoes? Can Parker have any bluffs? Would he play Queen Jack, Queen 10, Jack 10 backdoor flush draw this way? Or does he always have it? Only he knows. He probably doesn't even know. Probably depends how he's feeling that day. What he had for dinner, if he had dinner. All I know is I would not want to be in that guy's shoes right now. Baby, I will hunt you. The hunter has become the hunted. Faux show. Bank City. This is a swing pot. Big swing pot here. Love that check raise on the river. Great awareness. What does Love makes the good fold? Correct fold. Played. I knew I was going to learn stuff from watching this final table. Ooh, bad timing, bro. That is not 30% equity. That's one of the few times in poker you don't have 30% equity. And, yeah. Chip leader. No more. What do you guys think? Was that shove excessive for 20 blinds, blind versus blind? Could he have raised smaller or limped in? Or was it a good shove? Not being results oriented. This is a bad shove, being results oriented. And that's why patience is a good thing to have in final tables, because sometimes you get aces, kings back to back with an all-in front. And with that elimination, Poker Dave is now tied with Tonka for the chip lead. What is Love is going to be taking home $26,826 for his 6th place finish. Probably not what he was hoping for, but still a okay payday. And we are now 5-handed with $38,000 locked up for everyone. And we are going to see some pretty sweet short-handed action here. Probably going to see a shove here. And Queen 9 suited, probably doing fine against the range, facing a 12 big blind shove, but because of ICM pressure, I don't know if Buddy Aces really wants to call off here, especially Pseudo Fruto having a shorter stack. Just calling off just sucks on final tables. If you're gonna call off on a final table, you want to be significantly ahead. You don't want to be close. Early stages, or in a cash game, sure, call off wide, anything that's plus chip EV, but at a tournament on a final table, you don't want to be calling off wide. You want to be shoving wide and calling off tight. And personally, I think I don't like that call. But live by the sword, die by the sword. He had his style. He wanted to, run all the math in his favor, take all the close spots, and so he's going to be taking $38,227 home for his 5th place finish. Congratulations, Buddy Aces from Germany. And we're now down to 4-handed play. Things move quickly on these final tables. Pseudo Fruto. 9 blinds. King deuce on the button. Short stacked. No thanks. I think it's a good fold, but I can see the cards. What do the charts say? You guys got the charts? Check the charts. Let me know in the comments what it says on the charts. What do you shove four-handed with 8 blinds on the Sunday Million final table when you're the short stack? And the payouts are Todd. King 7. If King 7's a shove in the cutoff, King 3 got to be a shove on the button, right? Right? All right, nice flop for Pseudo Fruto after defending here with King 2. Less than 2x pot stack rate, he's calling. Poker Dave got the gutter and no dice. Gutter backdoor flush draw. Seems reasonable. Unlucky to run into King there, but seems reasonable. Russ sticking to it. I'm still really impressed by that reshove earlier with King 3. That was a crucial spot. I think Dan Harrington calls that an inflection point. From Harrington on Hold'em, the original book series on how to win tournaments. Great knowledge in there. A lot of it's still true today. A lot of people got their tournament start with that book. Pseudo Fruto just debating between raising small and shoving. Probably didn't want to get 3-bet, put into an awkward position. So he just shoved there. Makes sense. You know? Makes sense. Parker going with that big raise size again. And interesting that, people are calling. Big pre, small flop, great flop. Great flop. Russ continuing with a pair. Couple backdoor gut shots as well. And now, great turn for Tonka. He now has clubs protected. Ace with a great kicker. He's going to go for value. He's just going for 3 streets there, wanting to get paid in full by a weaker ace or a big 10. And he probably also wants to knock out marginal draws. Just because it's a big pot, worth protecting, worth taking down. Man, he's really running away with it right now. He's on his way to 100 big blinds. No one else has over 50. And this pot is going to help make that even more true. Top pair, top kicker. Second pair, second kicker. Don't imagine Poker Dave's folding to a bet. Whoa. You guys see that? You're asking how the fold second pair, top kicker. It's what we're talking about. ICM pressure. Big stack, second place stack. Poker Dave has the most to lose by playing pots against Parker, and it's even harder out of position. So he just said, you know what? Yes, I flop second pair, but it's a very marginal spot. I'm not going to incur any variance against this guy and be forced to potentially call down 3 massive bets. I'm just feeling too much ICM pressure here out of position. Snap fold. And can respect the decision. He's clearly in second place. He's got double third place chips. Just wants to protect that, keep things that way. And he wants to wait till, they're 3-handed or heads up to do battle. Can't fall that. That's a very valid strategy. And that's where we see how in tournaments, because of ICM and chip pressure, ranges for continuing post-flop get very narrow when it's big stack against big stack. And these are the adjustments that the best players in the world make. C-bet on the dry board, take it down. Parker going wide, and Pseudo Fruto, he's got it. Tough spot for Poker Dave. I feel like it's too many chips to call, but maybe he'll find the call button. It's 20 blinds. We know that Tonka's opening wide, so Pseudo Fruto is going to be reshoving wider. He has that perfect reshove stack where he can reshove, small suited aces, big suited aces, broadways, pairs. Ace Jack's ahead of a lot of those hands, but not way ahead. And it's for like a third of his chips. It's a significant amount of chips. So this is a very dicey spot. He makes the call with the best hand. And on that flop, he's looking very good. Holds it down. Gets the elimination. And Pseudo Fruto is going to be taking home $54,472 for his fourth place finish. And I would really love to get the results of that spot if someone wants to run a ICM simulation of that. Because that was a big call. That was a very big call. And I imagine it was probably pretty close in terms of the equity. Well done, Poker Dave. Respect. And if anyone wants to run the numbers on that spot, that ICM spot there of Poker Dave, the payouts were, first is 100, we'll just round it, 160K, second is 110K, third is 78K, and fourth is 55K. Chips leader was opening, third place stack is reshoving 20 blinds, and you're in second place. And see, nearly folded, yeah, because it's super close. Let me see, Russ is gonna have to do some work here, and we're gonna see that Poker Dave is gonna be playing probably even tighter right now out of position against Tonka because Russ is so short, and the difference between third and second is like 33K, which is like 150 buy-ins. So there's just like kind of no reason for Poker Dave to inflate pots any amount against Parker right now. Just small pot poker, ultra small ball until Russ gets the boot in third, or until Russ doubles up once or twice and is far from elimination, and then the pressure goes away. So the bigger the big stacks are, the more the ICM pressure, but also the shorter the small stacks are, the more amplified that ICM pressure is. Parker in there with the deuce four suited. Russ, you had the best hand. You had him dominated. Parker speeding up play. Raising and taking. Raising and taking. We got a jam. Interesting spot here. It's only 8 blinds to call. King 9 may be the best hand, but if Parker calls and eliminates Russ, the ICM pressure is no longer there. Right now, ICM pressure is at the maximum possible. So Parker actually probably wants to keep Russ in the game on a short stack as long as possible, so you can just kind of grips chips from Poker Dave, while Poker Dave tries to, wait out the elimination of Russ. So, a lot of really cool intricacies in these final tables, and that's the cool thing about tournament poker, is these extra factors that come into play that just don't exist in cash games, that don't exist in early stages of tournaments. That's why final table poker is the most fun, most exciting form of poker with the most variables involved. So here, what's the spot? He's getting the right price. He's looking him up with King 6. Can he hit it? No, he can't. So that'll lower the ICM pressure a little bit, but it's still there. And we see Poker Dave limping in blind versus blind with queens because he's forced to play out of position. He's just wanting to keep pots in small spot. He's not even betting the flop with an overpair or the turn with an open ender and an overpair. He's just checking and calling, just being like, you got the chip lead, you got position on me, there's a super short stack there. I wave the white flag, but not really because I'm still calling. I'm not playing big pots. And it's a strategically correct thing to do. Parker going for the overbet bluff now. Gross spot. Poker tournaments against talented players in 2019. This is the state of the game. Queen, queen, limp, check, 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 call, check, fold. State of the game. Nice bet. by Parker. And that's a snap call with ace queen, way ahead of the ace seven, not ahead so much anymore. Wow. Wow, that's a swing pot. And suddenly, this is a three-horse race. Three-horse race. Russ and Poker Dave, 30, 40 big blinds apiece. That's definitely some play. And then Parker with 70 blinds. He's going to be able to put a lot of pressure on them if the stacks stay the same. Although, this might be the end of that. I think Poker Dave's going to be getting back the majority of his chips here on this board. Top pair second kicker against mid-set, single raise pot, blind versus blind. Yeah, don't see how Russ gets away from this ever. Like, ever. His hand's way too strong. He's just gonna check call, broke, 3 streets. That's a GG, bro. That's a GG. You now lose to ace jack of diamonds and beat ace king. Beating more combos than you were beating before. You only lose to one more. Maybe jack nine suit or whatever. It's game over. Unlucky, Russ, but honestly, you were pretty lucky the hand before, so c'est la vie. Your consolation prize is $77,622. And now our hero is heads up with our villain. All right, that's going to wrap it up for part 2 of this series. Some really impressive, some really incredible play there. We learned a lot about big stack play in this section, and I was really impressed with a lot of the play that was done. I hope you were too. I'm really curious what your key takeaways were from this video. Please let me know in the comment section what the biggest things you learned from this video were. If they have to do with specific hands, please timestamp them so that I can easily click them, or other people who are reading the comments can click them and see the hand that you're talking about. And once you're done that, I really invite you to read the other comments that people are saying, because it's a great opportunity to learn from each other. You may pick up on some things that I missed out on. Other people may pick up on some things that you missed out on. And when you read those comments, those things are going to come back to top of mind. You can be like, oh yeah, right, that was a cool takeaway. I forgot about that. And it's really going to help you get the most out of this video. It's really going to help you get the most out of the learning experience. And it's how we can learn as a team. So please leave a comment below. Let me know what your key takeaways were. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like, thumbs up button to let me know how I'm doing. And I will be back on Sunday with the exciting conclusion of this series. Thank you so much for joining me with this journey. It's been an incredible learning experience, and I hope you're getting as much from it as I am. Until next time, good luck on the tables. Peace. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you found it educational and entertaining. If you want to join Team Grips, click on that subscribe button and tap that bell to be notified every time a new video goes live. For behind the scenes updates and motivational quotes from my poker journey, follow me on Instagram. And when you're ready to take one step closer to becoming poker's next champion, click on me in 3, 2, 1, and let's get stacking.